Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be range testing the Burris 6.0 off-road treaded tire against the stock Vega on the Onewheel XR. If that interests you, stick around. So here's the deal. I just got this Burris Treaded tire for my Onewheel XR. And I am going to do a range test so I can once and for all determine how much range you lose by putting on these treaded tires. So there she is, the new ride. It's shoulder season, so it's muddy outside and I can't stay off it, so the board is muddy. So let's check the tire pressure here so that we can compare with equal tire pressures. So there we go, we're running at 16.8. So you're not going to get the most range from that, but that's okay. We'll put the other one at 16.8 as well when we compare the treaded. So just a little glimpse of what shoulder season looks like where I am. I mean, it's late March already, but we live up in the mountains, so it's 4 degrees Celsius. I'll try to hopefully match that when we put on the treaded. I want to have as many conditions the same as I can so I can really focus in on the tread being the difference between range. Obviously 4 degrees, I'd like it to be a little bit warmer for the battery, but as long as it's kind of near that range, I'm going to change the tire over in the next couple days here, so it should be pretty close to that. So your first question might be, why do you want to replace your brand new Vega tire with a treaded tire? And that's a good question. And to be honest, I've been toying with the idea of keeping the Vega on for a little bit longer because I was surprised with how much I actually do enjoy riding with it. But I really like riding on trails. And as soon as I get into the trails, especially if it's just a tiny bit wet, I just noticed this slick tire kind of slipping around a little bit more than I would like. So I switched to a treaded tire on my Pint, and I know what a drastic difference that made. And I'm sure that's going to be the same on this. Also, the Vega's profile is a bit flatter, which is really nice when you're just kind of cruising and you just want to take it easy. But if you're riding on an off-camber slope, because it's flat, kind of forces you to ride with your feet off camber as well. Whereas if it's a more rounded tire, which is the Burris is supposed to be, then you can kind of, sorry, can you tell that I'm out of breath here? These boards are heavy, man. Anyways, the Burris is kind of a bit of rounder profile once you get some air in it. And so that kind of gives you more freedom to kind of ride off camber, but keep the board straight under your feet. It's just a more comfortable trail riding experience, from my experience so far. All right, so here we go. I took a screenshot of the board starting at 31 total kilometers on the board and starting out our trip here. So I'm not really sure how far I'm going to go here. It's a beautiful day. I'm just stoked that I can go further than I used to be able to. So we're going to push the limits here and try to get back with, say, about 30%, because I do expect to lose some range with the treaded tire. So if I take it too far, then I won't get home with the treaded tire. And I do want to match the distance that I go. So wish me luck, here we go. Roads are a little dirty. Up where I'm going, they're a little bit cleaner because it's a busier road, but yeah, man, it's shoulder season for sure. Lake's still frozen, but a glorious day. Oh yeah, full glory right there. It's like never a bad day if you can get out for a ride. Is it? Like, I know this community knows. What an amazing device. Just like flow state on tap, man. I can't get enough of it. knuckleheads hanging out on the ice. Crazy bastards. I know, I'm making everyone jealous with this ride. This is just from my front door, man. This is what moving to the country does. We don't have great internet. We got good views. So we're kind of up in central BC in Canada, just out of Kamloops is the biggest local center. I'm in Pinnetan Lake, if you want to Google that for reference. And when it comes to COVID and whatnot, like we're pretty lucky where we are. We haven't really been hit like other places in the world. It's kind of where we are. The kids go to school, they don't wear masks. The teachers wear masks. There's masks in town. But apart from that, it feels very normal in our little country community, which is, I mean, I just feel so lucky. Whoa! Here we go. Little bumps, potholes. It's pothole season. And I wish you all the best wherever you are, wherever you're coming from, because I know that's not the same everywhere. I know it hasn't been easy for everybody, but we're slowly getting through this. It's nice to see these vaccines roll out. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I've had a few comments like, where are you? Does COVID even exist where you are? And that's kind of the situation. All right, so the road turns into a dirt road. Right here, I'm at 68%. Still got to go back. So I think I'm going to turn around now, and this will be the end point. That sign you'll see in the next version of this when I have the treaded tire on as my turnaround point. We'll see what happens, man. I'm not sure how much range I think I'll lose. I lost a lot with the pint though. Probably lost 30%. I tell people that and they say I'm crazy, and that's why I'm doing this test. I think the Burris looks like it's a bit better, but it's a soft material too, so I don't know. I could obviously put some more pressure in the tire too, but it's a more fun ride when you got a bit of a cushier tire. So let's turn around, head back, and then change that tire over. So there we go, ride's over, 11 kilometer round trip, and we still got 39% of the battery left, which, to be honest, isn't as good as I thought it would be. Certainly far short of the 18-mile range it advertises on the website. A couple factors that go into that. Obviously, it's only 4 degrees Celsius out, and batteries don't really like the cold. It's also quite hilly environment where I live, as you could tell from the video, so that'll play a factor as well. And then also the tire pressure is pretty low, like 16.9 or whatever I said. I would usually probably run at about 19-20. I'm about 200 pounds with the backpack on, so that's kind of where I should be running that tire pressure, and I will be probably with the Burris, but for this next test, I'm going to keep all things equal, so swap over the tire and get back to it. Can I have it now? Thank you. Making pretty good progress. I just got to take this thing out, and then the wheel just kind of pops out. If any of you want to do this yourself, the Float Life YouTube channel has everything you need. Those guys are great, and they give you the tutorials, and it makes it super easy. So I'm just following along, and it's moving pretty quick. It's pretty easy. All right, so I think this is the hardest part of the whole thing. I just got to get this tire off the bead. So I got my sledgehammer. Here we go. Just kidding. We'll just use this guy. Bam! Bam! See if I can do this as easily as Jeff makes it look. Probably not. Alright. We're just going to work this baby on. Whew. It's freaking scary, man. I stood outside to closed all the doors. As soon as it gets past 60 psi there, it gets a little sketch. But we did her. Okay, I'm back. This is a few days later. I've got the Burris installed. I don't know why I said that funny. The Burris installed. I had a few rides with it in town already. And like, I don't even care what the range result is. It is so fun. It is definitely a worthwhile upgrade. That's like my little mini review in the middle of this range test here. Anyways, we're starting with 1%. Same profile. Let's go. It's in retrospect, choosing 4-degree day to do this was not a great idea. It warmed up right after, and this is kind of the first time it's gotten cold again because there's a storm coming in. Like this is not going to be fun, but it's all for science. So let's hit it. Not as nice a day today, but still get out for a ride. I still stand by what I said in the first half of this is there are no bad days if you get out for a nice long Onewheel ride. And I feel like there might be even a sunset in that mountain on my way home. I feel like that might happen. Man, this Burris, it just calls to go off-road. It just makes all of these little ditches and everything, you just kind of, you're not afraid of it. You're not afraid of slipping out as much as you are with that slick. And obviously, you know, that's a slick. Slicks are meant for pavement. This thing is meant for trails, man, and it eats it up, but it's still got some range to it, so very cool. Well, here we are. Still 69% of the battery, which is better than I thought it would be. It would be really interesting if we gained range instead of lost it. Pretty crazy. Anyways, this is turnaround point. Heading back. I'll let you know my science discoveries. Okay, back. Let's check the results here. Okay, so my range improved. But I gotta come clean with you guys. My tire pressure is at 19 psi now, and when I did the original test, it was 16.9. So the tire pressure will make a big difference, but I think what I've shown is that you can get the same range with the treaded tire. You just, even with it inflated up a little bit more. I'm quite happy with where it's at now. And if I'm getting the same range as I was with a flatter Vega, like, we're good, man. That's impressive. I'm happy. What a great decision it was to put this tire on. No regrets. And I'm sure anyone out there who's thinking about getting this tire, you will not regret it. I'll have a link below for the craft and ride to pick that up. And geez, man, go get it, because it's worth it. You'll you'll thank me for it. Hey, if you're still watching this, just give it a thumbs up. That's all I really need. It really helps out my channel, kind of gets the analytics working for me so other people can see this video. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. See ya. On my face, not so much here, not here, right down the middle. It's cold.